Kansas City Chiefs have officially re-signed Chris Jones after years and years of going back and forth with franchise tags and him threatening the team to leave and him holding out. At the beginning of last year, he finally got that long-term deal, which I'm sure he's very, very happy about. It's a 5-year deal, $95 million guaranteed. He's the highest paid defensive tackle in the league, which is probably correct. He definitely is in the top 3. Aaron Donald's right there too. Some would probably say he's better than Aaron Donald right now, with the salary cap essentially going up every single year, and with that probably not going to stop anytime soon. He becomes the highest paid defensive tackle in NFL history. Really crazy. Good for him. But this is huge for the Chiefs and with their aspirations to three-peat. He really is the heart and soul of the team, especially on that defense. Without him, it would definitely be a big blow. But they got him. He's going to be around for a long time, and the rich get richer. When I first saw this news, honestly, my first reaction was like, salary cap. I don't know. The salary cap really is a weird thing. Some people call it a myth. Some people call it an actual salary cap. I don't know. It definitely feels very baseball-y, MLB-ish at times, but that's the thing about the salary cap. It does exist, but you can manipulate it. I think that's every GM's and NFL insiders' favorite word when referring to the salary cap, manipulating it. I don't know. That's essentially saying brushing it under the rug, i.e. not really existing. They do that by restructuring contracts on a yearly basis. That's what they did with Mahomes. Pretty sure they cleared up like 36 mil for the 2024 year just by reworking a few things in his contract. That's insane if you think about it. I know the contract of Mahomes is $500 million, but to rework it and to manipulate the cap to where you clear up $36 million for this upcoming offseason, I don't know, man. I think we should just call it what it is. The salary cap really doesn't exist. It really doesn't. I don't care. I know technically teams still have to cut guys and rework certain contracts, but come on. Like, if you could really sign anybody and clear up 50 million, nearly 50 million just by reworking a few things, like, let's not fool ourselves. Let's not fool the public. Just get rid of the salary cap. I don't know. Just like, what the hell, man? Other Chiefs news, they re-signed Tranquill to a 3-year, $19 million contract, $13 million guaranteed. A solid linebacker for the Chiefs. He started 8 regular season games for the Chiefs in 2023. He had 4.5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and 7 QB hits in 16 appearances. So, just like a solid little player for the Chiefs. I'm sure he's a key component in that locker room, which is why they gave him that contract. So the Chiefs get 2 big starters back for the 2024 year. And for the future years, I think it's going to be huge with them three-peating, and who knows, maybe getting 4 in a row, maybe getting 4 out of 6 or 5 out of 8. We'll see what happens. I just think it's really good for them to have continuity, especially with how good that defense looked last year. If you could really keep the same core of guys and just keep it rolling, keep it growing, it'll just be easier. It'll just make Mahomes' job a lot easier. come next year and future years. Well, also, I'm also curious to see what other shenanigans the Chiefs are going to pull this offseason. Not to say they're being cheap or they're cheating or anything. I'm just curious to see. I read a little article about free agent predictions. You kind of got to take them with a grain of salt because just a writer trying to get clickbait most of the time, but still, they're fun reads. It indicated that Austin Eckler might go to the Chiefs. I think that'd be pretty hilarious. Obviously, they have Pacheco, but the running back market is so undervalued. You could get a star running back at a very cheap contract. Not only that, Austin Eckler is pissed with the Chargers for not paying him last year, so I feel like Austin Eckler going to the Chiefs, the Broncos, or the Raiders is likely because I feel like revenge is a top priority for him. Last thing before I get out of here, just like a fun little note for the Chiefs. Xavier Worthy, who broke the 40-yard dash time record, received a text from Pat Mahomes basically congratulating him. And I just think that's a interesting foreshadow potentially because this is a loaded receiver draft class and there's only so many receivers that are going to go in the first round, early in the first round, and the Chiefs are going to have their pick of the litter at pick number 32. So I'm just saying, don't be surprised if pick number 32, the Kansas City Chiefs select a great receiver, and he's around for a long time, to pair with Rice. Can we talk about Rice for a second too? Like, what a find. What an absolute find that guy was. I mean, he's a stud, and to pair potentially another young, cheap receiver, oh boy, it's just too easy sometimes. But that's all I got for right now. Let me know what you think about the salary cap, because at this point, I really don't know. Like, just get rid of it. Just have it a no salary cap league. I mean, the NFL is just raking in the revenue anyways, so like every year it goes up technically, and I just don't get it. If I don't know, I need someone to help me out here to kind of justify keeping it, because if you could just reword a few things in a contract and it clears up like nearly $50 million. I just don't know what we're doing here. Like, what's the point of having it? I just don't understand. So, what do y'all think about the salary cap? What do you think about Chris Jones coming back? And what do you think the Chiefs are going to do with pick number 32? For now, that's all I got. Peace.
The Chargers have extended their halftime lead, and they haven't wasted any time in doing so as they continue to motor up and down the field.
You know, this is what you got to do in this league now. When it's going well on the offensive side, don't slow down, don't get conservative, keep it going, try to score points, and just dominate the other team.
2nd and 10 coming up. From the shotgun. Touchdown.